Yep, I'm about to get right on into this. This is going to be Randy Travis and Josh Turner. It's called Three Wooden Crosses. Three Wooden Rascally Wabbit. Some of y'all will get that. Looney Tunes, Elmer Fudd. Anyway, Randy Travis and Josh Turner. Three Wooden Crosses. I seem to kind of be on a little sentimental kick tonight, but I might end up getting out of that as we go. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get right into it.
Farmer and a teacher, a hooker and a preacher, riding on a midnight bus bound for Mexico. One was headed for vacation, one for higher education, and two of them were searching for lost souls. That driver never saw the stop sign. 18-wheelers can't stop on a dime. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That farmer left to harvest a home and 80 acres, faith and love for growing things in his young son's heart. And that teacher left her wisdom in the minds of lots of children, and did her best to give them all a better start. And that preacher whispered, "Can't you see the promised land?" as he laid his blood-stained Bible in that hooker's hand. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, heaven only knows. I guess it's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. That's a story that our preacher told last Sunday. As he held that blood-stained Bible up for all of us to see, he said, "Bless the farmer and the teacher and the preacher who gave this Bible to my mama, who read it to me." There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway. Why there's not four of them, now I guess we know. It's not what you take when you leave this world behind you. It's what you leave behind you when you go. There are three wooden crosses on the right side of the highway.
That was Randy Travis and Josh Turner, Three Wooden Crosses. I like the message in that song. I never heard this song before. It's kind of neat because I think in one of my other videos I was telling y'all how nobody's going to care at your funeral about the cars you have and like the job you work, or even how your, the material things you had or anything like that. Everybody gonna be pretty much talking about the memories that you left with them, and that's why people always get up there and say, "I remember when," So anyway, there was a good little message in there. It's not what you can take, but it's actually pretty much, you can't take nothing with you no way, but it's about what you leave behind. That's what it all comes down to. So even though I got now, I don't want to say it like I have, because I don't have 5,000 subscribers. I'm more likely saying 5,000 subscribers are just listening to me, or 5,000 subscribers are pretty much turn their ear over to looking at me react to videos. I don't like to make it seem like I have 5,000 subscribers, because I don't. But if y'all know what I mean by that. But I'm simply saying that is because I feel like no matter what happens, I've kind of left my mark in this world a little bit. And this is before I even got on the YouTube or anything like that. This is just me with my speaking engagements that I do, or when I go and preach at churches as well, or even when I share these stories and things like that with my patients. So anyway, I don't do that to leave no legacy or anything like that. I simply do it because it's just in me to do it. I feel like the stuff that I went through in my life, yeah, it was terrible. But at the same time, it made me into the person that I am. And yet, at the same time, I was able to turn around and use those things to help others. You know, so like I said, there's people out there, like some of you guys, we never would have talked and had a conversation. The ones I'm talking to, the ones I talk to on the phone, we never would have had a conversation had it not been for this. You know, just you guys looking at me to react to videos, you know, or checking out my other videos in the relationship areas and like the preaching areas and anything like that, where I'm talking and busting up a lot of religious stuff that's been going on. You know, so anyway, that was a nice message in there, Randy Travis. I knew who he was. I kind of always heard his voice and different things. That's why I made that little joke with the other guy. I forget his name, Kane. You know, the one that sings "Heaven." You know, "It's just perfect. Come and kiss me one more time." I made a joke and said that Randy Travis have a child with a colored person, a black person, whatever. Because I found out that Kane is it Kane Brown? I think Kane Brown is mixed or biracial, whatever like that. So I just threw it as a joke in there because his voice was so deep, it reminded me of Randy Travis. But anyway, Randy Travis is the type of person that I've actually worked with. You know, somebody that had a stroke or something like that, and hopefully he's able to come. I don't know where he is today, but hopefully he's going to be able to get a recover. It's be some hard work. So guys, and you fans of his, keep praying for him, keep tabs. See how he's doing and all that good stuff, because coming back from a stroke, depending on how bad it is, takes some super hard work. One of the hardest things you would ever have to do in your life, recovering from that. So anyway, this is Modern Renaissance Man. Get ready to check out. Hope you guys all have food, clothing, and shelter, and most of all, hope and pray that you guys are all in great health, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you in Jesus' name.